Hello children, welcome to yet another session of Geography Class 8 Chapter Urbanization Session 3. Okay, so before we begin, let us have a quick recapitulation of what we have studied in our previous sessions. So in our previous session, we had studied about the positive and the negative impacts of urbanization. So urbanization is a natural part of transition. So in this we had learned that it promises higher productivity, industries and services. Then urbanization is also instrumental for 80% of the global income which is generated in the cities. It promises high levels of literacy, education, better health, great access to social services and enhanced opportunities for cultural and political participation. So as such, it gives these are the basic positive impacts of urbanization, but urbanization is also faced with a number of challenges, and that was the impact on the environment and the quality of life that we are facing. Yes. Now, apart from that, there were effects on traffic congestion, inadequate waste disposal system, environmental contamination. So these were the various problems which are faced by the urbanization. Apart from that, there was a huge pressure on land, water and natural resources. Then the slums also was as a result of which slums was a result of urbanization. More and more people migrated towards these mega cities, and lack of space to live, these slums were formed. And in these slums, living conditions were absolutely unhygienic. Too many people living in small areas and in unhygienic conditions. Consequently, people suffer from water-borne diseases like blood, dysentery, diarrhea, malaria, typhoid, jaundice. So to combat all these problems, to overcome all these problems, the government decided to make environmental friendly cities which were called satellite towns. Now the satellite towns were the answer to the emerging multiple problems of the mega city. And there were many Indian satellite cities, like in Delhi you will find Gurgaon, Noida, Faridabad, Ghaziabad. So these were the satellite cities. So what are satellite cities? They are smaller municipalities that are adjacent to a metropolitan area. Now apart from that, now we come to the next page, which tells us, page number 46, children, the concept of smart city. Now, with the increasing urbanization and the load on rural land, by the load of rural land, they mean that more and more the rural area is taken into the city region for making residential areas, parks, roads, etc. The various governments have now realized the need for cities that can cope with the challenges of urban living and also be magnets for investment. They know very well the major investment or the economic activity that is carried on is in the urban areas. So they want to make these urban areas really smart so they can cope up with the challenges of urban living. There are different parameters by which a city is considered as smart city. Governance, planning, public management, use of technology, human capital, and economy are some of the parameters. Tokyo, London, New York, Paris, Singapore are considered smart cities as per their parameters. So these parameters, per their parameters, Tokyo, London, New York, Paris, Singapore, they are all considered to be smart cities. So Indian government has also initiated the Smart City project. The announcement of 100 smart cities falls in line in this vision. So smart cities are said to be future cities of the world. The idea of the smart city rests in using sophisticated technology to solve civic, transportational and environmental issues that affects all the cities of the world. And it was finally by the Modi government launched this smart city program in the year 2015 to ensure that India catches up with the rest of the world through smart city programs. And these smart cities would be the cities of the next generation. Okay, now, so 100 smart cities were announced and which falls with this vision. Now, Kochi in Kerala, Ahmedabad in Gujarat, Aurangabad in Maharashtra, Manesar in Delhi, NCR, Kushkera in Rajasthan, Krishnapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Paneri in Tamil Nadu and Tumkur in Karnataka are some of the proposed smart cities of India. Core infrastructural elements in smart city would include. Now, what are the core infrastructure elements of the smart city include? Adequate water supply. So the smart cities should have adequate water supply, assured electricity supply, sanitation including solid waste management. So the solid waste management should be accordingly where eco-friendly ways of collection and disposal of waste would be done. Then efficient urban mobility and public transport. A fully developed transport system with wide connection would be given, be it in the way of metros or other ways, or eco-friendly buses. So there should wide area would be covered with public transport. Affordable houses, especially for the poor, robust IT connectivity and digitalization in this internet with high-speed internet would be provided, and which would give solution to the citizens through their smartphone application. So they would have everything on their smartphone and all services would be provided through it. Good governance, especially e-governance and citizen participation, sustainable environment, safety and security of the citizens, particularly women, children and elderly, and health and education. So all these parameters are seen to make a city smart. So with this we come to the end of the chapter. Let us quickly do the short answers. Okay children, make sure that you note down what is urbanization, and for this answer please children open to the first page, and even in the learning terms it is given as well as it is written in red in the first paragraph that urbanization is the process of urban growth that leads to greater percentage of population living in towns and cities. Now, okay children, we come to the second question. 3 historical processes have shaped modern cities in decisive ways. Mention the processes. Again, we come to the same page, page number 41 children, and in the left hand side, the last 3 lines, the rise of the Industrial Revolution, establishment of colonial rule over larger parts of the world, and the development of democratic ideals. Have you got that? 3 points for this. Okay, now let us come again to the third question. Name any 2 earlier industrial cities. So in that case you may write Leeds and Manchester. State any 2 factors which lead to which led to earlier industrial cities. So 2 factors which led to earlier cities. So for that we come to page number 42, and there are 3 major reasons written: agricultural revolution, the enclosure movement, and industrialization were the major factors which led to the growth of Manchester and London as modern cities. So, any two of these reasons you can write as factors which led to the earlier industrial cities. They were industrial cities only, Manchester and London. So, any two reasons you can give. Okay. Next, name any two colonial cities of India. For that we write Bombay and Calcutta. Then question number 6. Mention any two factors responsible for the growth of Bombay and Calcutta. And again we turn to page number 42. Now right hand side, page number 42, right hand side, two reasons for the growth of Mumbai, that is Bombay and Calcutta. You can write that cottage industries declined, land rents rose, lands were cleared for mines and plantations. So, and then people were highly indebted and they were forced to migrate in search of jobs, in search of work. So, any two reasons can be given. Okay, now we come to the 7th question. Which is the most urbanized continent in the world? So, the most urbanized continent in the world, for that. Okay, children, the most urbanized continent is North America. This is given on chapter World Population Dynamics, page number 29. It is given that the most urban regions of the world is North America, with 82% of its population living in urban area. Is that clear? So the answer will be North America. Which is the world's largest city with respect to agglomeration? Here again, this answer is also given in Population Dynamics chapter. Tokyo is the world's largest city with respect to agglomeration, page number 29, Population Dynamics. Name any two mega cities of India. You can name Mumbai and Delhi. Then define satellite town. So a smaller municipality adjacent to a big city or a metropolitan city is said to be satellite town. Name any two satellite towns in India. So Noida and Gurgaon you can name, or any other you feel like. Name any two cities which have made to the list of smart cities. It will not be small cities as mentioned here. Please rectify this. It will be smart cities declared by the Indian government, and the answer is Kochi, Aurangabad. There are many given. You may name any two. For this, till then, I'm ending here. We'll continue with this in our next session. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you.